show ER, Maura Tierney plays Abby Lockhart, and as a recovering alcoholic with a dud of an ex-husband, a dark cloud of a boyfriend, and a mother battling depression, she doesn't have to go anywhere near the emergency room to see major trauma. In tonight's season finale, Abby's thinking about checking out the ER for good. Take a look.
You don't want to be a doctor anymore?
I don't know.
You don't know?
I don't know. It's $40,000 in tuition. It's lost wages. It's another 6 years of me killing myself.
When it's over, you'll be doing what you want.
Maybe I'm doing what I want right now.
Yeah, if that were true, you would have never started.
Maybe I realized being a nurse is good enough for me. Is it not good enough for you?
Please welcome Maura Tierney. Welcome back. Welcome back, Maura. Hi, Maura. It's adorable. So you have some advice for Meredith about her daughter, huh?
Oh, yeah. Well, I went to sleepaway camp, and I actually was so homesick for the first few days, and desperately homesick, and then I got over it, and I had a good time. And my mother said, you can come home if you want to, you can, it's sort of exactly what you said, and it worked out nice for me.
But she kind of encouraged you to go.
Encouraged me to go, yes, but said, you can come home. I recently actually found the letters that I wrote home, and they're like psychotic, because one day, the first one is like, I really hate it here, and then the next day I'm like, can you send me some candy? I'm having a good time. So it worked out okay.
Good. Yeah. So I want to ask you about your character, Abby Lockhart, on ER.
Has a lot of problems, I just
Who
realized.
obviously, yeah. And she's also battling with her mother, who has bipolar syndrome. And it's played by Sally Field, your mother. Is it intimidating to work with an Oscar award-winning actress?
Yes. But I have worked with a lot of Academy Award winners. I'm very lucky. Like, I've racked up a ton of them, actually. So I was ready, because I had done it before. But she's so, I love her so much, and she's very just professional. So it was about acting, really. So you didn't have as much time to get intimidated, because right away she started to get to work.
I imagine she's not like your mother, your real mother.
She's not like my mother. But it was funny because I was telling my real mother how much I loved Sally Fields and that she's wonderful and she's so great and I loved working with her. And my mother said, is she like me? And I said, no. And my mother is wonderful too, but they're just not similar.
Was she insulted by that?
Probably. I don't know. She didn't say anything. No.
You always say mothers can't do anything right, right?
No matter what you do, yeah.
So, okay, if you're not intimidated with the or a little bit intimidated, you have to be intimidated with some of the intensity of ER scenes, because every time I turn around, my heart's stopping watching it. Has anything ever taken you by surprise?
Yeah, lots of things. I mean, it's sort of like never what you expect. Some are more surprising. We had to do. This was actually earlier in the year, and we had to do a scene where we bring in a homeless guy who's died, and he's this very big, tall, big guy, and we open up his coat, and in the scene, pigeons have been nesting in him. Okay, so in the scene, it's supposed to be like 3 or 4 pigeons, but when you're shooting it, there's like 27 pigeons in the room because they want it to look like a lot of pigeons. So when the camera's on you, there's literally 2 men standing there with a bag of pigeons, throwing pigeons in your face while you're trying to act. And it was hard to concentrate because pigeons are pigeons. And they're swooping around you and they're going to the bathroom everywhere, all over this poor guy. I mean, it was all over him.
Can you imagine what Tippi Hedren went through?
You know, that's what it felt like. That's exactly what, and they're like nesting everywhere. So it was really, and you have to do your little pretend medical stuff, so. But it was funny.
And say your lines.
And say your lines.
Oh. Well, you made birds may be difficult, but I know you and your husband Bill, you've been married for, how is it, 7 years now?
7 years.
And you don't have a child, but you do have a dog.
I do have a dog.
With a very odd name. What did you name the dog?
Oh, there's my dog.
So cute.
Her name is Rose Kennedy.
Rose Kennedy?
Yes. Oh, that's a nice shot. I took that shot.
And why? Why Rose Kennedy?
We named her Rose Kennedy so that she would live forever.
Right.
Wasn't she 105?
She was over 100, really? Walking the beach.
106 or something
collecting
like that.
shells. I know, that's crazy. Now, you know, life was not always so fabulous. You're a big star now and everything, but there was a time when you were selling T-shirts, I understand, in Hell's Kitchen?
I was living in Hell's Kitchen. I was selling T-shirts in various colleges around Connecticut, actually. Me and my friend would go with a bag stuffed full of T-shirts, and this tells you what year it was. It said, like, one of them said, nuke Iran, I think, or something like that. It was like 1990. And Friends Don't Let Friends Wear Beer Goggles. That was a very big seller.
Do you have any other jobs besides that? I think you did another funny job, didn't you?
I sold muffler systems over the phone. That was the worst one.
Were you one of these people that calls people on the phone?
I called gas stations, though.
Okay.
Which is
Not a
worse,
telemarketer.
really. It was telemarketing, but to...
Did they hang up? Well, they must have hung up on you, too,
Yeah,
right?
and like, I didn't know what I was talking about. It was really, that was not a good
But now you're selling jeans.
Now I'm selling jeans.
Because you just did 2 ads for Lee Jeans. And I read that they primped you, you had hairstylists, you had tons of makeup artists, people fluffing you and stuff. But that makes you uncomfortable, all of that stuff. Is that true?
Yeah, well, yes and no. You get used to it. No, but you get sort of like manicures and stuff like that, which I don't normally do that stuff. So it's sort of nice in that way to get pampered if you don't do that. But
Okay.
You sorry you didn't become a real doctor now?
no way.
No.
They have to know so much stuff.
How fine is that? How fine is that Goran Vishnik
He's
on ER? Oh, I think he's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
Anyway, Maura Tierney, thank you so much for coming to
Thank
The
you.
View. You are terrific. And be sure to catch the season finale of ER tonight. We will be right back.